And we are recording.
Yay.
As we can tell from the wonderful voice that just chimed in, Michael is not dead.
He lived.
Yes.
He lived,
He
bitch.
he was not Thanos snapped.
Oh no, he was Thanos snapped, but somebody snapped him back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I became one with the Force, and I'm talking with you now through the Force.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me check on old Blumbles here.
Oh,
I don't need fucking boss locations. I need merchant locations.
I need
I care
answers.
less about bosses.
What do the numbers mean?
Click, 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 click. Do 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 do.
I believe our thermal detonators were lost in the crash, if I'm not mistaken.
They're currently being
Yeah.
wielded by a crab snake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of gear.
Oh, yeah.
A
I hope it
The only
doesn't.
things that were kept was mostly on us.
Mm-hmm.
I'd apologize, but no.
EG's fine.
It's not even the consequences of your actions. This is just the actions, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is as fate dictates.
Yeah, this is just something that happened, and it's just like, well, okay, we just gotta live with it. We can rebuild, reclaim. Well, maybe not reclaim. Reclaiming would be really hard. We can we can obtain new stuff.
We can read, too.
You can also steal shit, and I know the way you guys work.
can't help but feel like none of this would have happened if the ship had legs.
What would the legs have done? Take more of the brute force of the landing?
Ah,
Well, in theory, if the legs would have extended and not been blown the fuck off by the atmospheric reentry, maybe they could have actually caused the ship to land in a more appropriate manner and be more outside of water. Just a suggestion.
It's a suggestion for next time.
if we get another ship.
We have another ship. We just gotta get to it. Or we gotta get it.
Honestly, it's sort of a good thing that our ship got trashed, because now the Empire is just going to be stopping every YT 2400, just like, are you the guys? No, are you the guys?
Actually, isn't it possible they think we're just dead?
Possibly.
Hey, very well could be.
They probably saw us crash, right?
Nah,
I
they
don't
were
know if they
battling the
saw us-
rebels in the atmosphere.
I don't know if they saw
think.
us crash, but
Well, wasn't there a Star Destroyer that beamed in behind the... Oh, no, there wasn't, was it?
No, because you
No.
hit it with a Lucra Hulk.
Woo!
Okay, so I'm not totally inaccurate. Hurry for me.
here we go.
Okay, so I'm really not insane. That's good. Um, all of a sudden I started having second thoughts, second guessing myself about the ship that we're currently on/using. You know,
Oh,
and I'm not entirely insane. The length is only 80 meters. It's not a huge vessel. And if it was like its original configuration purpose, it would hold like 200 passengers. But as a medical ship, it would be far less. So I'm not insane in what I have said and estimated.
Nice. Hello, D-Ball.
I'm tired.
It'll be okay.
you live. For now.
Got a.
Hello.
Well,
Hopefully you can change your name after this week.
Maybe.
Did we keep the Destiny points from last week since we didn't really get to use them?
Yes,
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
we're keeping everything.
Alright.
And we're keeping everything.
You were mid conversation, so
You were mid-conversation and you got...
Thanos. That is officially what we're calling that now. You got Thanos.
And
He
I
got
was
blue.
a drunk driver.
Because, to an extent, that's probably what a lot of people were doing on their last day. That happened.
Can you imagine how many vehicle crashes happened because of that?
Oh,
yeah.
So really, it wasn't 50% of the population. It was probably closer to like 53% of the population, if not, 53 to 60%, depending.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, I posted that in the wrong chat.
Okay.
So how are things, Cody?
I can't really talk about it,
Well,
unfortunately. Well, I mean, I could probably talk about it with John, but
Family stuff. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
it's totally
okay to
understandable.
play?
Yeah, no, I'm good to play. It's not. It doesn't involve me.
No. This is a matter of respect.
Right. Yeah. No, as things are right now, I'm fine to play. Although, if I disappear suddenly for an extended period of time without warning, please do forgive me. I'll only do it in case of emergency, though.
That's fine, mate.
Don't worry, we'll make sure to have you kill more Hugnauts.
There's only one more on the ship.
They grow like
all he
mold.
needs. That's all he needs is the one.
What is he gonna fucking
How
do
is it
with
that
one?
Bortuna is just as brutal as Chabba?
But it's only
I
when
know, right?
nobody's looking. Only when nobody's looking.
Schrodinger's
I've been a bad
Bortuna.
influence.
It's very perplexing.
Wait, how did we get a light side? I thought
I think
Bortuna used it.
No, I think you upgraded somebody else's die again and you gave us a light side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
My Discord icons aren't in Tabletop Simulator for some reason. That's so strange.
It'll be okay.
Odd.
Oh well.
Because Bortuna did use it, but then you upgraded again and it gave us it back.
Well, that happens.
Yeah.
Now I'm double checking something real quick, so.
I don't know how to pull this thing off that we're trying to pull off, but it's making me anxious.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Meanwhile, the droid is in a small compartment.
Just underneath, chilling out with, Bortuna and Arden and Chabba.
And Chabba's poking his buttons. I shouldn't
I
have
think
turned that
that was
on.
the check. I think that was the check that you upgraded, Cypress. Was the one where I tried to run a diagnostic on B1T, and then I tried to run a diagnostic on Bortuna.
Oh, I remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember which one got the red die, but one of them definitely did.
Good times.
Now the question
I
is,
would feel like it was B1T.
does Michael remember what he was trying to say?
Well, I remember we were trying to get. I think it was Digo. No, I don't.
I
No,
think
it was
it
one of
was
the
another
rebels.
rebel.
It was one of the disguised rebels. Yeah, we were trying to get him somewhere isolated. I think we were trying to get him down under the ship, and my plan was to transfer him to either the back to room or some other room, some other random offshot room. And I was looking for before I cut off. I was going to ask, is there anything like a sheet or something that could stain the sheet with like blood or something? That's what I was going to ask where I died.
And you were talking to me or with Jan?
I was talking with Shan.
Okay, well, then let's try and pick that conversation back up between the two of you.
All right.
And go.
Hey, Shan.
Hmm?
You would happen to know if there's some kind of paint here or something? Just anything red will do, though.
It's in one of the supply closets.
I don't know if I want to run back out there. I could just put a sheet over him. I guess I don't really need the blood or anything. Let's see. There are spare sheets in here, right? Or is he like laying on a sheet?
I'd imagine that there's some spare sheets. If there's not spare sheets in the room, there would be spare sheets in the closet.
Okay. He would probably find some. Find a nice big sheet and say, and bring it over and look at the guy. You can understand me, right?
He's looking like, what is this thing shouting about?
Tell him I'm going to cover him up with the sheet and we're going to move him. Jan.
We're basically making you like an unconscious patient. You're going to be covered up in a sheet and we're going to move you. Don't worry, I understand Wookiee. He says looking at.
That's a Wookiee. Understood. Got it. No, my faith is in you, Doctor.
All right. Blumbles will dump the sheet on him. Tuck it in real nice. So, all right, let's move him.
It's a
Guess
little
we're taking
snug.
him to. You'll be fine.
Dimensional claustrophobic.
Just try to stay calm. Take deep breaths if you can.
I wouldn't take too deep breaths, but yeah, let's move him.
You move him out into the hall, and the activity has lessened. There's still a couple nurses running, from place to place, doing their work. But I would say that the stormtroopers are currently occupied with talking to some people, except for the one that's stationed outside of the Imperial Stormtroopers' door. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
No news.
So do we pass right by him, or is he like?
No,
on the
he's
other-
further towards the front of the vessel because that is where the stormtrooper would have been brought, considering his grievous wound.
Oh no, Grievous.
If I see any of my nurses, they probably know the drill. I would tell them, like, if need be, try to keep as a distraction as possible. So I can move other not Imperials, other rebels if I need. Yes, we're bringing the Imperials down there, guys.
No.
Well,
That's a trap.
I think it would be safe to say that you've probably drilled this / practiced this before with your crew here on the ship. That if you're personally transporting a patient down to the back room, it's probably a good chance that it is either someone of immediate intent that needs to be helped and healed, or it's somebody that you're specifically trying to get out of sight.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
All right, back to room it is.
As you get to the back room, there's a fairly large tank and what looks like a fairly large not facility, but structure that's built into the ship at this point. That looks like it's used specifically for facilitating the use and recycling of the Bacta. So it's this large machine basically on one side hooked up to a decently sized Bacta tank here in the room.
Yeah. Okay. Any other patients in here? Or are we the only ones in here?
No, this is a single patient Bacta room. There's
Okay.
maybe 4 of these on board total, but they're all located in roughly the same area.
All right.
And DeWalt is measuring things.
All right. Where's that ventilation shaft at? Or the entrance?
Just follow me.
All right.
You'll go to a bench at basically the front of the room. It's got like a desk area that the nurses could be used to sit at to observe the patient in the back of the tank as well as the machinery. The bench is fairly wide. It's large enough that somebody could lay down if they needed to.
All right.
At this point, I will kind of puppet Chan for her. I really hate doing this, but this is so you guys can understand the mechanics here. She'll direct you to help put the agent onto this bench, and through a series of key logs right near the bench, it'll actually kind of slide down into the floor and out of the way, and a new bench slides out from the wall along the wall where the entrance door is, and slides into position over where the original bench was.
Nice. Well, that's nice and secretive.
Arden,
Yes.
Chabba, B1T, Bortuna, as you guys are sitting in the underbelly, you hear a click and a whir as there's movement.
Oh God, they're onto us.
I ready my rifle.
Don't you dare.
I lower
You can't
Chabba's
see
rifle.
me. I
Arden,
fight him.
Arden, your bench starts sliding into the wall where you're sitting,
I just.
and you kind of dumped onto the floor where the seat was. Do you get out of the way? Do you continue to
Yes,
sit there?
I'm moving out. As like the bench starts moving, I'm going to like. What's going on here?
As you move out of the way, you know, it slides off to the side, and you see this new bench kind of slide down from position at the top of the deck. And as a man is riding this bench down to position, you see something else slide on top, closing off the hole. Could you give me a perception check real quick at 3 difficulty?
Do.
2 success and a threat.
2 success and a threat. Yep.
As it's sliding, as this bench is moving down into position to where the old bench was, and this new one is sliding over the top, you can see the feet / calves of both Blumbles and Shan.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
As the bed settles into place, this guy is just kind of laying there staring at you.
I just, again, like how I done Bortuna, just put my hand over where my mouth was, as like, shh, be quiet.
He nods, looks over at Bortuna, who's lounging on the other bench, kind of gives a little wave.
I wave. Smile even.
I guess I would poke my head down.
Oh, no, it's automatically, closed over down there, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if, you know that they're at least some of these guys are down there, but you don't know where they are, kind of a situation.
Yeah. I could smell them. No, that's just Chabba.
Oh, that's a little creepy.
I smell their fear.
All right. How many more of these are there, Doc?
For one of them I asked earlier, there's quite few I need to get.
All right. Guess we'll do the same process, maybe mixing it up. Go into that other room, maybe, so we don't draw too much suspicion. If the imps are creeping around the ship more, that is.
Well, I always keep one of you guys with me, because some of the patients are not light.
All right,
All right.
Shan. Because you know this ship, and because you run the ship, you know that there's only a couple of ways down to this section that are like this. This back room on this side, the back room on the other side, both operate like this. And you know that a couple of the forward beds, closer to the front of the ship, would also allow people to come down via this sort of method. But the rest is, you would normally have like a nurse or two in the underbelly if there needed to be a movement of patients.
Yeah.
Between beds. The less entrances, the less chances this thing is discovered.
I also look at him and I kind of tell him, I tell him the ones that know. You probably know where two of them might be if you lead the others down. Pretty sure you guys have been snooping. I have that feeling in my eye.
Oh, yeah. We found one of the entrances, at least. One in the bathroom. But, yeah, that entrance in the back room looks a lot quicker than the other one. So it'd be nice if we could transport more that way.
Will do.
Alright, let's get looking for these guys. Oh my god, what are there?
So you're just going to go room to room high. Are you a rebel?
You a rebel? No, or
Actually, as we leave, Blumbles will look to Shan. Do you have like a secret passphrase or something used with these guys? Tell if they're a rebel or not.
Secret pass fairies. What would it be?
I mean, I could always read their mind, but last time I did that, I kind of gave a guy a headache, so...
I guess I could see if I can remember a secret passphrase I use.
pigeons like cheese.
Give me an intelligence check at 3 difficulty.
I wonder how my rolls are going to be today.
Well, you'll have
Bortuna.
5 greens
Huh?
versus 3
bed's
purples. So
The beds move. Move
What?
Blumble stuff off the bed.
What?
The beds move. Move Blumble stuff off the bed.
Why?
So that way it doesn't get taken up with it.
The fuck is this? Whoops. Is this guy dead?
Well,
No.
okay.
No, he's fine.
yes,
should I
you
put it?
definitely remember the secret, rebel passphrase. I'm a rebel. Are you a rebel too?
So crazy it just might work.
The pelican crows in the
Oh,
night.
no.
What?
I know it. It's do rebels like cheese.
Huh. Interesting.
Blumbles, give me an intelligence check at 3 difficulty.
I think I have 1 intelligence, so this might not... Oh, actually, I have 2. I have 2 brain cells.
The thing is that what happens if you succeed?
3
Does that
difficulty,
mean-
you said?
3 difficulty.
Does that mean you know the passphrase?
1 success, 1 threat.
You're pretty sure that's not been any of the passphrases that was told to you while you were running with the rebel flotilla. But there's that oddball nag at the back of your head that says, it might be crazy enough to work.
That's actually what I was about to say with that. that one threat does. It makes me think maybe.
That doesn't
It's
sound
been a
right.
while. I'm sorry.
But maybe.
She said, looking at you.
Can't say I've ever heard of that, but maybe it's just audacious enough to work.
Hold the passcode, sir. I was about to clear them.
It's an old code, sir, but it checks out. Alright, let's go ask for some cheese, I guess.
Alright. I'm going to say that you move, basically room to room. You obviously are going to skip the stormtrooper. And you're going to skip the rooms with the infected Grands.
Oh, yeah.
As you enter into one room that has a double booking that's got a human and a Grand in it, the pair of stormtroopers are in there as well. Basically, they turn at you and go, we're busy discussing this evening's events with these two. Please leave.
Is Shan here with me?
She should be.
Yeah, I'm always with you.
He would look to Shan to see what the best course of action would be.
We're going to go out, and I know the right guy to look for this, she says.
Alright.
So you leave the room?
We would leave.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. The stormtroopers turn around, continue their interrogation / questioning of the two that are in the room. You two leave, no problem. The stormtrooper that's down at the injured trooper's room does watch you guys as you move to the next room.
Alright.
You get to the next room.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? There's a human in there.
Is he severely injured or in a similar state to the other guy?
You're asking
Meaning
the
he
question,
definitely
Blumbles. Roll me a medicine check at 3 difficulty.
Let's see the power of my brain.
Let's see the power of Blumbles' medicine. Let's see how he
He's
holds
a
up the
nurse.
Wookiee standards.
One failure, one threat.
You forgot that because of the Force.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Nothing.
Oh yeah,
Like he didn't roll it at all.
This gentleman in here is definitely injured. He is. You're pretty sure he's got a collapsed lung, a missing arm, and a head wound that, if it doesn't see immediate help, he is definitely going to be bleeding out on his floor in the next few minutes.
Did I make a medicine check?
Yes,
You sure
yes,
about
you
that?
may. Yes, you may.
Damn.
Oh man, this poor soul.
He must have been like at the heart of the explosion or something. Shit.
I want to see Shan fail this for some reason.
If she fails, I will be very impressed. with that medicine
Exactly.
check. Wow, yeah.
Okay, she didn't fail.
That's one advantage and
4 success.
success.
You're even looking at the machines behind this this patient, seeing the blips and the boops and everything like that, and you're like, there's pretty much nothing wrong with this guy. You can see that Blumbles is starting to go into sort of a panic mode as he heads over to the Star Wars equivalent of a crash cart and start looking for medicines and gauze.
Calm him down. He's fine, Blumbles. I don't know what you're seeing, but he's fine.
Blumbles looks at him, blinks, and wipes his eyes. Oh shit, I had hair in my eye. That's what was doing that.
Was it a hairline fracture?
Yes.
You should really change your clues, dude. Jeez.
It was a good one, damn it, leave me alone.
Alright, is the guy conscious? Conscious, meaning like his eyes open, or
Yeah,
he's
he's staring at you. He kind of got panicked when you start diving through the cart. When the actual doctor walks in and goes, no, he's fine. Stop that.
Can you understand me?
What are you saying?
He's asking
I
if you
don't
can
think you can
understand.
understand me.
No. All I got was.
Let's see. How do we do this?
Why does no one speak Wookiee in this galaxy, man?
I don't know. It's almost like it's a weird language that only so many people actually learn.
Indeed.
Don't worry, he's one of my strong nurses. He ain't gonna harm you in any way. He just saw something and thought you was really bad hurt.
Oh, well, I'm glad he's here to help, I guess.
So, ask him the thing, whatever the code is.
Okay. Oh my god.
Did you forget your own code? Did you forget the code you came up with?
Rebels like cheese.
Okay.
Dramatic suspense.
I was having trouble saying it.
I
My
need a
tongue
perception
split.
check from both of you at 3 difficulty.
Oh, gosh.
Oh god. I don't think I have
Is
that.
this a Gouda situation you're in, Mr. Rebel?
Oh no.
Answer the question.
Roars
Oh my
and
God,
wobbles.
great.
That's all he hears.
You said
Oof,
3
that is not a good roll.
Oh no.
Oh.
I have no idea if rebels like cheese. I am a upstanding imperial citizen. Why are we talking about the rebels? That no rebels on Kinyan.
Hmm.
Yeah, seems legit.
This is gonna be more complicated than I thought. It's been a while.
Should I do the thing?
Can I talk to the doctor now?
I am the doctor.
Oh God!
Furries, though. I want to pat him on the head.
It's a comedy act.
He recoils. He's trying to rip my head off.
No, he's not. He's just giving you a common pat. Oh my god. I speak to him in Wookiee and said, sure, I guess you could try that. If it doesn't hurt him.
All right.
Roll
Tell
me
him
that
I'm giving
force
a
die.
Wookiee head pat. It heals wounds.
Oh yeah, 'cause that sounds right.
Alternative medicine. That's what we'll call it. All right. My brain read. Yes. On light side.
You start probing into his surface thoughts, and his surface thoughts are very much, how the hell am I supposed to get in contact with the people I'm supposed to get a hold of? I'm getting assaulted by strange doctors and this giant strong thing who's now petting my head. I'm really, really worried that the Imperials are going to come in here, think I'm a rebel sympathizer, and shoot me dead.
Blumbles reaches his hand back, and he leans in. I think he's with the rebels. He's scared of the Imperials, so maybe he's a rebel.
I thought you was one, she says.
I thought I was one. What? What did he do to me?
Wookiee head pat.
Calm down. Are you sure? You're not rebels. I can help you.
I need a coercion check from you. Versus 2 purple.
I don't know what the fuck creation.
It is your presence.
It's literally 2 green versus 2 purple.
Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm not doing good today, guys.
You should be.
Oh, dang it. That's just wash.
Yeah, it's a wash. Shit.
The dude is very much like, I mean, you're just trying to trick me. You're just trying to get me to say something stupid. The Imperial. I know the Imperials are here. I know the Stormtroopers are on this ship. They're gonna come in here.
I don't want them in here.
Should I knock him out?
Their foot markings all over my. They're already on my ship.
Should I punch him in the face?
No.
What is he saying?
No, that's too. That's
He
too
just,
much.
I just imagine Blumbles like, can I punch him in the face and just makes a fist and pumps, like,
Yeah.
palms it.
I know what that means, and I don't even speak Wookiee. I'm pretty sure that's a universal sign.
You're freaking out. It makes him want to knock you out.
I'm freaking him out. I'm freaking him out. I'm sitting in my room after surviving an explosion when 2 very, very fuzzy things come into my room and start accusing me of being a rebel.
While he's screaming and stuff, I'm getting one of my little trank things that puts them to sleep when they're acting like this, and I'm gonna put him to sleep.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Give me... I'm gonna have to say a brawn check on this one. A brawl. Brawl check on this one.
Will she get a blue die? Because I'm going to help her.
Yeah, we'll give you a blue die. It's going to be 2 purples because of the range. So
You're joining the rebels by force.
hang on a second. I'm going to upgrade real quick. There you go. That's what you roll.
This man has a severe head injury. We need to sedate him before he hurts himself or anyone else.
You're not there. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, he's gonna...
Oh, that was a lot messier than...
We get some like this. Just because I forget the stupid, wherever the fuck the code is.
The door opens, and the Rhodian nurse comes in and goes, I heard there was screaming.
I need your assistance.
He was getting a little out of control. Panicking and all of that.
What's he saying?
The patient was out of control. I had to put him to sleep.
Oh, no. What? You're the doctor. What do you need?
You know the drill.
Oh. One of the special cases?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like him back to tank 1 or 2?
2.
She nods, sets up a little system to, set up under this patient, kind of like a self-propelled gurney, almost, like fancier wheelchair, basically. And she pulls him out of the room and takes him down back to tank 2. Which is this one. Bortuna! Is he still here? Or he has not come back yet?
No.
Did he say that he had moved Blumbles' gear?
I told him to. I don't know if he had or not.
Alright. Well, I see Chabba is currently examining the guy that's just laying on the bed.
Yeah, just pull the sheet down away from his face.
Who's looking a little bit on the paranoid side, but he's understanding that he's in the belly, which means you guys are probably hiding too.
Well, she did tell him that there were some already down below.
Yeah, but he's a little freaked out. There's a guy in a mask, a Twi'lek, and now there's a Jawa. And he's pretty sure that he sees the glow of a freaking commando droid down at the end.
It's either that or he just sees glowing eyes.
That's what I'm saying, the glow of a commando droid. I think I'm gonna die down here.
It's a horror movie.
Remember, it is all red light under here. Well, eventually this side starts moving as well. Bortuna will move off the bed and out. We're gonna say that the Blumbles gear had been maneuvered elsewhere. Let's just say it's down here on the floor. Just make life easy. And you know, a new bed shows up, and this other human who is passed the fuck out is just laying on it.
So, think he's a rebel? He's a rebel,
I think they both are. Otherwise, why would they be down here?
The dude on this bed who has watched the bed, you know, come up and under, he's like, so that's what that looked. Oh, is he alive? Is he okay? Give me a medicine check. We're gonna go.
I'm just checking if he's breathing.
2 difficulty.
2 difficulty. What is my medicine? Hold on.
Allow me as well.
Oh no, only one of you gets it. You determine who gets it, and whoever is the other gets a blue die.
I have 3 green die. What do you got, Arden?
3 green die.
Yeah, you do it.
I was gonna say coin flip.
It's not
But
any better for me either. I also have 3 green die, so Bortuna's the only one with yellow.
I mean, Arden is at least a human. That doesn't look
are
like
you
it matters.
serious?
It really doesn't look like it matters.
2 threats. Oh,
You have
poor
2
guy.
light side if you want. Okay, you're pretty sure that this guy is unconscious, but he doesn't seem to be breathing very well. So you're kind of hoping that somebody comes down here soon to help, because he might die otherwise.
I just look over. He's fine. He's fine.
Okay.
He can't see my
first-
face. I'm
first-
just like, he's fine.
First, I'm going to need a deception check against 2 greens, but you're going to get an upgrade for free.
All right, so 2 purple.
Yeah, 2 purple versus 2 yellow, because you're getting that free upgrade.
Okay.
I am looking at Arden sheet, right? Yeah, I'm looking at Arden sheet.
Exception. Mine is okay.
You're getting the free upgrade.
He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
What is up with my rolls?
I don't know, but it's kind of funny.
It is funny.
The dude's looking a little nervous at his friend, but he's on the other side and he can't really check on him himself, so he's got to kind of take your word for it. You know, he's just okay. Good to know. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. How long are we gonna be down here?
I just shrug.
B1T, what are you up to?
This is where Bortuna would come in. It's like, I've been down here for 3 years.
Oh, it's totally. I'm sort of just standing there looking at the unconscious guy. Then I look back to the one guy on the bed, and I'm just like, so this is who the hell they're smuggling on board.
It's like it.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
Let's just hope the other ones are also in one piece. Otherwise, the Imperials might actually find them.
Hey, Arden, ask him how many of them there are.
How many of there are you guys?
There were 4 of us when we got on board.
So 2 more.
Yeah.
This guy is part of this, right? This unconscious guy. He's supposed to be here, right?
He wouldn't be down here if he wasn't.
Are you sure? Like,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
ask him if he recognizes him.
I'm pretty sure this guy recognizes him.
Do you reckon? I can't directly communicate with him.
You know him, right? And I just point to the unconscious one.
Yeah, That's Ortega.
Okay. See?
Okay, good. Well, just making sure.
Well, if that's Ortega, we've got two other guys that are still up there. One's a human and one's a Gran. So,
Hopefully they know that one's a grand.
well, if they figured out that he's a rebel without giving it away, then I'm sure that it'll be easily locatable for the other two as well.
Blumbles got his communicator.
Nobody has a communicator.
All right, we lost him, didn't we?
Yep. You did.
You lost everything.
Bortuna is looking bored. Back to above.
Bored tuna.
Ha. Blumbles and Chan.
Unfortunately, I need to go back to my office and find the code.
Oh, all right. Good thing you wrote it down.
And I have to call in another nurse to help me. Because if that one dude is another rebel, we need to get him out of there.
Yeah.
I have to call my button.
My magic button.
So, you head to your office, which is basically upstairs a little bit in this little like premium and executive type of area. On one side is your office, which is where you do most of your particular major paperwork and everything like that. Across the way is basically crew quarters, and then there's towards the front of the ship the access to the actual cockpit. Just for knowledge at this point in time. You go into your office. What are you doing? What are you looking for? Just sorting through your paperwork, trying to figure out what the fuck the code is?
Yeah. Looking through my notes, I separate doctor stuff and rebel stuff into different categories.
Okay. This is an honest question, and this is going to sound cruel as hell, and I'm not meaning it to be, but do you literally keep your rebels' paperwork out and about?
No, she keeps it hidden. She knows where to hide it.
Next to the cheese reports.
And she would also push the nurse button and call one of the nurses in. One that's like, she knows that's done this a lot more than the others.
And so you probably have a double button beep code. So to call for like a specific nurse, which is your head nurse basically. And after a couple of minutes, the Rhodian comes into your office, and it looks like she's a little flustered. She's looking at you going, this is much worse than I expected. We seem to be doing okay, but this explosion really, really put some hurt on them. What can I do for you, ma'am?
Well, I need you and Blumbles' help to look for the last two on the ship. I'm pretty sure one of them is in the room where Imperials is with the sick patient. She will show the notes of that room.
No. She pulls, up the information on one of the wall computers, built in, for references and everything. It's directly integrated with the whole of the ship. So, the stormtroopers have been in room number 8 with what looks like a human and a Gran that came in tonight. It looks like they have been there for a number of minutes now. Looks like they're ranging up to 15. Seems like they found something of interest. Sorry.
Problem. And I'm trying to find my secret code. So
I haven't done it.
I might have to have you and Blumbles go on this mission.
Yes, ma'am.
What are we doing?
I
Blumbles
basically
whispered
tell you that you're gonna be paired up with her to find the last two rebels while I'm trying to find the code, because I don't know if I will find it in time to help out.
All right. Hope they understand us.
I at least speak common.
Well, that's good. Let's get searching, I guess. So far, our clues are the least injured people on the ship so far. Although maybe one of them's dumb enough to get caught in the explosion. I guess we'll see.
Well, right now the only lead we have is the room that the stormtroopers have been in the most and for the longest.
That is true.
Something.
Should we do anything about them, by the way?
We can't do anything about them. This is a neutral chip.
That's true.
We
Alright,
can
guess we'll have to get coy.
We can politely ask them to leave the room, but there is no guarantee that they will listen.
Yeah, imps aren't exactly known for their diplomacy, especially with aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll see what happens.
The Rhodian nurse will leave your office and head downstairs. She looks at you and, are you coming?
Yeah, sure.
I have appreciated smile on my face. We're going on vacation after this, guys. I promise.
That's what you said after the last 3.
I'm trying.
She nods curtly and then leaves the office and heads down, downstairs back onto the main floor area.
Blumbles will be right behind.
She's moving on to a different room. Remember, I don't know if you were here or not. She mentioned specifically room number 8, which is where where you and Shan had walked in on the 2 stormtroopers with a human and a Gran.
Alright, nice.
However, this Rhodian nurse is heading to an adjacent room and taking the stats on one of the Gran that's in there. He was, once again, one of the ones caught up in the explosion. He is injured. He's got some burns, but, he's now currently being treated, so it seems like he should be pulling through just fine.
Very nice.
Do you have any plans on how to get the stormtroopers out of that room?
Well, none that don't involve violence, but, I may be able to think of something.
Yes, violence won't be accepted on this ship. We have to keep the neutrality. If the ship is no longer welcomed on planets in trouble, well then it completely defeats the purpose of the ship. And frankly, we're actually here to help people.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it simple. I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. I just hope they'll work.
What do you plan on doing?
Alright. Blumbles will look at her, make sure no one's listening yet. Alright. I do have a plan. Well, sort of one. It's forming as I talk. But,
All of our
these-
best plans do.
these guys have tried their best to look severely injured, correct? Well, if one of them can understand me, it'd be ideal if they could. But, either you or me will pretend to check on this guy, or lady, and, they'll suddenly start convulsing. Kind of like a seizure. That's what it is. And we'll have to make up an excuse to get them out of the room, get the Imperials out, or something like that. And then we'll, confirm or deny with the person and get out. That'll get them out temporarily, but as for permanently, I don't know.
Well, that might get them out temporarily and we might be able to confirm who they are, but we won't be able to transport them anywhere because once treatment is issued, the stormtroopers will not come back.
Yeah. We'll have to come up with a distraction. Let's see. Damn, if only I still have my communicator. It'd come in handy right now. You have any ideas, nurse?
Who are you trying to communicate to?
I've got friends. They're below deck right now.
She motions you over to a one of the wall computers, and she's pulling up charts, pulling up information on it. Her fingers are like flying across the keyboard. Give me a computers. At two difficulty.
2 green, 2 purple. Bring these boys
In a
over
universe full of computers, you guys don't invest in computers.
here. 1 advantage.
We are Star Wars boomers.
Wow.
I have a pretty high computer skill,
But
I'm not there, so.
You're noticing a lot of charts pop up. You're seeing various things just flying by. You were seriously stumped on how she's doing this so quickly and what she's even trying to hunt for. And she's like, what would it be? And make it brief. That you want to send to them.
Alright. Let me see if I can use this thing.
Just tell me.
Oh, alright. Send him a message asking, damn it. The more I think about it, the worse an idea it is.
Ah, damn it. The worse of an idea this is.
No, not that. Smart ass.
Delete.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Just glares at her. just abort that. I'll have to come up with something else.
She hits another button and the whole thing closes out. And I got the information I needed for this patient. You seem to be doing fine, sir. We will have more information on your burns. They don't seem to be like they're going to be needing heavy treatment, so you will be fine in this room for the time being. Sorry you had to come visit us. Grant's just kind of sitting there going, thank you.
Gives him a thumbs up.
He is a very angry man. Very angry Wookiee. I don't understand him, but he seems very angry. I know one word in Shiawok and it's damn it. The nurse leads you out of the room and you're out once again on the main drag.
I can't use these Confarm computers.
I need a perception check from Blumbles one more time. Let's say 4 difficulty.
4 difficulty. Let me get my flip you. 2 yellow, 1 green, plus a blue. Wow, not a failure this time. 1 success and 1 advantage, I think.
Yeah, the green die is everything you have left.
Mm-hmm.
1 success, 1 advantage. As you head out into the hall and you start moving you down to the next room, you can see that the stormtrooper that's stationed outside of the injured trooper's room is basically keeping an eye on you. You can feel his look.
Sussy.
Being rather sus right now. Back down below.
Go fish. Just kidding.
We're not doing this again.
Annie up.
The Ugnaught looks disappointed.
The Ugnaught's down here? What did he get down here? Why is he down here?
He points at a panel and then like punch fist in palm points at the panel again.
I activate my taser hand.
He puts his hands up, shakes his head no, and points at the panel like more excitedly, punches the palm a couple more times, and then like sticks his tongue out, tosses his head to the side, and looks dead.
Oh, the panel has a self-destruct button.
He looks at you with curiosity and horror.
I'm used to this.
The Ugnaught just puts his cards down and walks to the panel, pulls it off, and just starts working.
Why didn't you do that the first time?
He looks at you, points at the cards, points at you, points at the cards, points at himself, and happy face, and then goes back to work.
He has a gambling addiction, Bortuna, and you're just feeding it. That's what he's trying to say.
The Ugnaught
There's no such thing as gambling.
looks at the droid and puts his finger on his nose, and then goes back to work.
I can't believe you got that. I couldn't make hide nor hair what the hell he was saying.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I thought he wanted just to open a panel on the wall or something.
I thought he was wanting us to look at the panel. There was something there, but I guess, yeah, I have no idea.
No,
I'm bad at
Bortuna's
charades.
trying to kill another Ugnaught over Go Fish, obviously. Trying to add another one to his kill count.
There's not enough room to suplex anybody in here.
Oh, thank you.
Who says you have to suplex him?
Actually, I just I don't know what the fuck I did with it.
Because the only way there's no survivors for Bortuna is if they're suplexed.
He just kills him with the crocodile turn instead.
Oh, Lord.
I know it gets
Bortuna's going into his death roll.
Bortuna's secretly an alligator.
Not gonna lie. Waiting down here makes me feel like we should be doing something.
We are. We're playing Go Fish.
Well,
No,
yeah, I
we're
mean,
not.
something else. Something important.
Nah, probably not. What are we supposed to do?
There's not really much of anything we can do.
Well,
We should go outside and see if Blumbles needs help with anything. I'll go
No,
for it.
I'm afraid if you leave.
Well, then you better supervise me. Let's go.
No. Chabba, tase him.
I look at Arden.
Now hold on. We had an agreement. You said if I won last hand, no more tasing.
You didn't win,
But we
though.
all know you cheated.
You put down like 5 threes.
There are 5 threes in this deck.
That shouldn't be.
There's 5 threes, but then there's only 2 jacks. How the fuck did we get here?
2 jacks? I thought there was 4.
Quick, check Arden's sleeves.
Have you been cheating?
Give me a perception check at 4 difficulty. Anybody that cares.
Alright.
Is that me included?
Do you care?
I mean, yeah.
Well, then roll.
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't
My
the...
perception.
You said 4 difficulty, right?
4 difficulty. B1T's
Wow.
perception is 2 yellow.
I moved one of my die, it landed off. That was actually originally just 1 success, not a success and an advantage.
I got 3 success and just a shit ton of threat.
I also got a shit ton of threat, but at least I succeeded.
Yeah, you two are pretty much the same at that point. Bortuna?
I also got 3 success and 2 threat.
Did Bortuna
I got
roll?
one more than 2.
2 fail.
One,
Bortuna is typing up a storm, I can tell that much. Is he okay?
He's typing up his thesis on space biology.
Yeah,
No, we can just do typing.
That's not a human, that's a space elf. Their ears are pointy.
He muted himself. He is busy at this point in time. I'm going to say whatever's on the table is what he rolled because I don't know if he rolled or not.
Oh yeah, he rolled that.
Okay, then yeah. Everybody but Bortuna is seeing that the Ugnaught is basically sweating bullets and trying not to drag attention to himself. He's like eye darting to the group, then like burrowing his head further into the panel. Anytime a card is mentioned, like there's only 2 jacks. Wait a minute, I thought there's 4. He buries himself a little further.
I go up and stand behind the Ugnaught and crouch behind him.
Is there
You dare
intimidation?
do anything.
I think the closest would be coercion.
Yeah, that's not very imposing there. He's got a 1 green in that.
Oh no, I know.
You want, just for shits and giggles, roll it for me anyway. 1 green versus 2 purple.
1 green versus 2 purple. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Well, threat.
One threat.
Wow, it really doesn't want him to win. There he goes. Sorry. As you squat down behind the Ugnaught is just... I think it's behind me.
I don't really think it's a very good idea to go up there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a look over Blumbles' equipment, and if it needs any repairs, I'm gonna do it.
The Ugnaught is just sitting there, and he doesn't... He's... He's like not even moving his arms anymore. He just feels the pressure of this commando droid behind him. Chabba.
Yeah.
You can roll me a education roll.
Which one? Knowledge education.
Knowledge education. Let's go at 4 difficulty.
Fuck.
Because, let's be honest. How much wood has an actual Jawa seen in its lifetime?
Not a lot, apparently.
Well, you're pretty sure that there's some metal bits on the bowcaster, but that foreign material the rest of it's made out of, maybe it's just maybe it's just really hard beef jerky. You're not 100% sure on that one.
This is the weirdest looking Adobe I've ever seen. What kind of sand did they use to make this? It's hard as a... Well, it's not as hard as a rock. I scratched it. Huh. I got nothing on this.
The scope looks aligned right, though. So there's that.
Yeah. Calibrate the power still, okay.
You take it up a notch. It's now a 12.1 volt.
Yeah, there we go.
Get that extra 0.1 volt right in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bortuna, the only one there that has any idea that you're still kind of not paying attention is Arden, because he's right next to you. Are you going to help Blumbles, or are you going to stay below?
I probably need to go help them. I mean, that's my solemn duty.
Please don't. Just stay down here.
He needs our help, Arden. Think of him alone.
You're one of the most recognizable of the group.
What? He's a Wookiee!
But there are other Wookiees up there.
Other Twi'leks, right?
There are, but I just kind of like motion my hand up and down. It's you. You're kind of, well, you kind of stick out a little bit more.
It's because I'm yellow, isn't it? I have always been discriminated because of the color of my skin.
I was going to say, you
not
think
what I'm
all
saying.
Twi'leks look alike, but...
You are jealous.
It might be odd for a yellow Twi'lek to go up who is missing part of his leku.
I see your point, but I do not concede.
Stay down here, please.
Okay, fine. Wait,
Thank you.
I'll rock, paper, scissors you for it.
No,
Yes.
I'm not doing this.
If we're not rock, paper, scissors, I'm going anyway.
I hate you.
He's
All
like
right.
a
He holds out his hands in formation. I hate you.
Alright, you each roll a blue die. And we'll
Oh.
see who gets more successes. Best out of 3.
Roll a blue die.
Yep.
Wait, Arden, are you one of those guys that goes on 3 or do you go on shoot?
It's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Dang, I
Arden
win.
has 1-1.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, I said best out of 3.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Tie.
Oh, the paper strategy, I see. You're good. Row, sham, bo!
That goes to
Ooh.
Bortuna. Guess he got a success and an advantage.
No, it's tied.
A secret technique I spit into my hand. Row, sham, bo!
Wow. Wow.
Not gonna lie, this happens to me every time I play rock, paper, scissors anyways. So this isn't surprising.
Row, sham, bo!
Aw.
Who advantage?
Arden wins because he got nothing.
I throw myself onto a bunk face first. Just talk muffled into the pillow.
Which bunk? Which bunk? Which bunk?
I imagine it's the closest one. Which one, left or right?
Okay.
Huh?
Which bunk are you going for? There's people in these.
You shouldn't have said anything.
This one-
you just
this
said the
one is
closest
awake.
bunk. You shouldn't have said anything.
Well, he's
Which
right
one?
here.
Which one? One's
This one's
unconscious,
unconscious.
the
This
other's alive.
one's awake.
The one who's awake.
Get off of me!
What's the matter with you? Share.
I don't even know you.
How selfish. I'm Bortuna, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm. What the hell?
Dude.
Why are you on me?
I lost
At least scoot
Bortuna.
over.
Okay.
There, see? Isn't that more comfortable?
This is a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What was your name again? I'm
They call me Trent.
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 That's an odd name. Are you from Earth?
Never heard of the place. But honestly, I've never heard of any other Trents either. It's really weird. I think my parents just wanted to hate me.
I am so sorry. My parents hate me too. Probably for different reasons, though.
I imagine so. About back to Blumbles.
Meanwhile, B1T is just intimidating an Ugnaught.
Oh yeah, that Ugnaught is like not even moving. He's not even doing his job at this point.
He's gone into cardiac arrest.
Not alone.
Alright.
Shan, you have found the secret code in your office.
Finally.
The code is actually a lot simpler than you thought it was. It's not do rebels like cheese, so much as how does one that got caught on the mouse trap.
Ha.
So take that. I made that shit up. Deal with it.
Okay.
How does one not get caught in the mousetrap?
I try to remember this. My brain is not as great as hers.
I have to remember all this, Doctor. I shouldn't have to remember code phrases.
Doctor.
Alright.
Figure out a distraction.
Flashbang.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Sand hits him in the helmet.
It said flashback and not flashbang, and I was like, surely who didn't say flashbang?
I heard flashbang as well, so
I did too.
great. We're just gonna
I was in
blind
denial.
stormtroopers and get the whole thing destroyed. You know, it's fine. It's fine. As you were coming down back to the main floor area, Shan, you're seeing Blumbles and your head nurse, who I actually had a name for, and I had to change my screen. So, Jirzota.
Jirzota.
Jirzota. Jirzota.
You see, in the Rhodian language, O is actually the feminine form, and is the male form. It's the opposite of Spanish.
I think I
the
gave
hell
her
is
nickname
Spanish?
Zoe for short. Because it sounds like Zoe is in the name.
Okay, that'll work. Maybe she accepts it. Maybe she just deals with it. We don't know yet. They are ducking into a room across from the room 8 where they were discussing.
Yeah.
So you two have Blumbles and Girzotto, or Zoe for short, have ducked into the room of Digo.
It was me, Gigo.
He picks his head up and is like, "Hi."
Hey. And then he leans over to the nurse. I felt that Imperial at the door's eyes on me. I think he's getting suspicious.
Are you trying to be quiet, or are you just saying that?
He's saying that to Yuzoto.
But that's not
just
what I
leaning
said.
in.
So you're trying to
whispering.
be quiet. So
Yeah.
that's not surprising. That's basically what their job is to keep an eye on people. That's why they're just still on the planet. I mean, that's what Imperials do. Now, how is our patient today? She goes over and checks on Digo.
How are you doing, Digo?
My stump itches. I can't tell if it's the storm or the implant or my sheer annoyance with the people I have to run with right now.
I'm sorry for your unfortunate.
Ah! When did you get here?
Oh, damn, yeah. Snuck up on me, and it's rare to sneak up on me.
I'm a
from
wolf
now on,
person.
everything is going to sneak up on Blumbles. Just because he said that nothing can sneak up on him now.
Nothing surprises me.
We will have to move you as well.
Yeah, we're trying
Why?
to get all the rebels below. He whispers to Digo. We've got a few of them down there too, so far, and we're trying to find the rest of them.
So there was a cell on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have any
Cause that
idea what they were
explosion
here
to get on
for?
the ship. No idea. At least I can't remember.
That's
They want to
fair.
be transferred off world somewhere, I think.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know how to get to where we're going. Girzotto will chime up with, it will also be difficult for them to use the rear bed entrances, because, we've already sent a couple down there.
Yeah.
So unless there was somebody with instructions that was down there to move them to a separate bed, they're probably going to still be on where they were dropped.
Could warm them down in the restroom tunnels, but don't know how good of an idea that is.
That's probably the way they'll have to go regardless, but why would you go all the way to that refresher? I mean, there's a closer one, in the closet, 2 doors to the right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'd rather be as far from Imperial Live as possible. Leaving these guys down there. If we can, that is, but
Wow, that's some terrible writing.
Closet. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, listen, if I'm trying to write it, left-handed, it's going to be that terrible too. So, if someone wants to fix it while we're all talking, that's up to them.
I was thinking about maybe having someone come up here. Maybe Bortuna or Chabba. They're good distractions for Imperials, usually, but Bortuna's pretty easily identifiable with his charred leku and all that. And he actually looks at
Oh no, you're talking about that Twi'lek that killed the Ugnaught?
I
What?
do the face palm.
Doctor!
all the time.
Doctor, did I not tell you that? One of the Ugnaughts got into a Go Fish game, and he paid for it.
Again. Oh my god.
I know.
No, that's another mechanic I have to replace later.
Wait. This is something that happens all the time?
Yeah,
Fortunately, yes.
Ugnaughts are cheap to hire. They're a
Well,
little
that's
eccentric.
disturbing. Alright, ignoring that, yeah, Bortuna's probably not a good idea. Are there any Jawas on this planet by chance? Like random passerbys and all that?
Everybody that's in this room that you're talking to are not natives to this planet. They wouldn't know.
Who here has visited this planet the most? You ask.
For this
None of
being-
them raise their hands. They're all staring at you like this is their first time here.
Ugh.
This is a very covered place of Imperial planet, I'm pretty sure. I doubt we rarely come here. If any.
Alright. I guess the best one would be Arden then. He's a regular Joe and no one's really seen his face. I think it'd be good for him to maybe be a distraction, but I don't know. Let's see.
We'll have to come up with plans in a minute because we've got to move him. Get yourself ready, sir, and I will help you out.
Tigo kind of swings himself over his legs over the side and goes about getting his leg reattached and, putting the other boot on. I'm still not super comfortable on this thing, Doctor, to be honest.
The ship or the leg?
A little A, a little B.
This is a neutral ship, and if I have to say the code, I will.
Yeah, the code's still G's.
No, I found
Tigo
the-
looks at you and like, jeez. How
I
did you
found the
guys
actual.
make it this far?
I found the
Dumb luck.
actual one. She says. I know what it is now, but less concerning, more moving. More we stay here, the more attention we get on us.
Where are we going?
Yeah, let's just skedaddle.
Where are we going? Where are we moving Digo at this point?
Refresher.
Probably to one of the closest escape routes in the tunnels.
Oh, follow the doctor's lead.
Well, you have the two closet entrances, which are not super unobvious. I mean, you're leading a guy with two nurses and a doctor to a closet.
Yeah.
Probably
like the start to a joke.
I probably have to go to a refresher, one that's not been abused as much.
Did you ever play Mario? No? Alright, just push him in there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop.
Oh God.
All things considered, your best bet probably is going to be the refresher, because you would know that two entrances on one side of the closet, the other one's actually into a patient room.
Yeah.
You have two bed accesses through the back to area, and then you've got like an actual entrance in one of the patient rooms, two closets, and a refresher. And then you have two more bed entrances at different rooms. Does that all make sense to everybody?
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Just like anyone else who hates claustrophobic, I might have to go down there and ask a few questions.
It probably might be best to wait until we're out of the Imperial scrutiny, possibly into hyperspace, before you do that.
Yes. I fear as much.
So, if I may, let's let Blumbles here take me to the refresher. That way, if anybody asks, you two are, asking for a sample or something. At that point in time,
Yeah.
he can pretty much just stay in the refresher, lock the door, and hopefully nothing will come of it.
It
Oh,
sounds
yeah,
like a better plan than any.
By the way, Doc, I actually just thought of this. Since this is a neutral ship, meant only for, like, patients and nurses and all that, couldn't you tell the imps to just leave?
I could. But do you ever see him listen too well?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't want to lose a neutral ship. I mean, talented doctor, so who knows?
Plus, they have some of their injured on here as well, so that'd be complicated.
Well, then you could tell them to stop interrogating your patients. I mean, they could stick by their guys, but as for interrogating random patients that they have no jurisdiction to do so, maybe you could tell them to back off.
He looks at our nurse.
Is that how this works, Miss Zoe? Or you?
It's Girzotto.
Yeah, Giselto, sorry.
And Dr. Reese here is in charge of the vessel. I may have been with her for quite some time now, but most of the politics we try not to get ourselves involved in. That's the whole point of staying neutral. As far as asking the Imperials to leave, they might not. It all depends on how much interest they have in whoever they are talking to. I doubt they'll leave completely because of their injured comrade, but we won't know until we get to that point.
The only thing that would possibly get them to leave is the disease some of the patients are carrying. And, they can catch that if they're not careful.
Well, that would rely on them being as ignorant as most hillbillies. Now, we've, from what we can tell, the disease does not spread to humans. It's not cross-species, which is helpful. But at the same time, if they know that it's non-cross, then they'll know that it's a bluff, and they'll know there's a problem.
True. I'll get Digo down. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
He escorts Digo.
Lead the way. He's, basically leaning on your arm as he hobbles through the corridor of the ship to the refresher at the rear of the vessel.
Indeed.
Now, can you roll me one more perception check, this time at 3 difficulty, because now you're paying more attention.
Indeed. Let me get this green die over here.
What is it, your lucky green die?
Nah, I just had the green die way over here for some reason. And I have 2 yellow, green, and... Well, dang. Should I flip light side, gentlemen? Or is there any way to beat that?
That's a rather tough one to beat, even with all those dice. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
you have
impossible,
advantage.
just difficult. Just difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it probably wouldn't be worth it.
Alright, I'll stick with this then.
You're focusing on Digo, moving him through the ship and making sure that he's got no falls or slips or anything like that. And you make it down to the refresher with him. You help him inside. What do you do with Digo inside? And that sounded way creepier than I had intended.
Alright, he'll lead him inside. And I'll point out the where the entrance is. He says, alright, you take that, you pull the panel up, and you go down there. I'm gonna stand outside and act like I'm waiting for you to get out of the bathroom or something. Just in case someone's watching, and after about a minute, I want to get out of here.
What happens when they see you leave, but not me?
That's a good question. Let me do something real quick. Blumbles is gonna close his eyes, take a deep breath, and feel with the Force. And he can do this up to short range, I believe, which isn't too far, but if someone's close, it may help.
What are you trying to feel, sir?
Trying to feel for any organic life other than us in this range of the ship. If there's anyone snooping around that shouldn't be here. So let me roll the Force die. Ah, dang, 2 dark. I don't think it even works if you roll dark side.
You feel the machines. No.
I feel the machine more than men these days.
There's a lot of emotions going on board right now, so it's hard to pick out definitive signatures.
Ugh.
Lots of fear, lots of anxiety.
Alright. Yeah, get down there, bucko.
Alright.
It's a tight squeeze, but yeah.
Heard. He opens up the panel, slides himself in as best as he can, and closes the hatch down behind him.
Blumbles is gonna exit and just stand outside the door for a second, take a little look-see around, see if he sees anything, and if not, he's gonna go.
You would have the perception check one more time, except this time 2 difficulty, because now you're actually looking and keeping an eye out without attempting to keep an eye out.
Yeah. If I don't pass it this time, it's fate. Okay, much better. 3 success and 2 advantage.
As you look around, you realize that the stormtrooper is looking his way down the ramp. A couple nurses are, once again gliding from room to room, checking on people. What is Shan doing with Girzotto?
I will probably take her back to my office since it's the safest place, trying to discuss a formulate plan about what to do with patients and whatnot of those of the rebel.
Gotcha.
How to get to them.
You're watching the stormtrooper keep an eye on the doctor who's going to the ladder well area in order to get upstairs to her office, which is why he's no longer looking your direction.
Nice. Blumbles is gonna go the opposite way of where he's looking, if possible.
Bruh. God damn it. Start again.
Back downstairs. The 4 of you are very, very quiet, and Digo crawls his way out the end bit there. Hey, he's... it's
Banana
you
peel.
guys. What's with the Ugnaught?
I don't know.
Maintenance
He's
worker.
just doing his work.
He looks like he's afraid to move.
I think that's because B1T, leave him alone.
I left him alone 5 minutes ago. He just knows that I know he has something. See, that or he died of cardiac arrest and he's dead.
Oh no.
He lets out this small, tight fart.
See, he's alive. So what you working on, Chabba?
Drawing a hot dog.
He's got this thing of chalk that he's just drawing on this side panel, trying to make himself feel better that he doesn't have an actual hot dog to eat.
I'm hungry, man. I didn't get to eat lunch today.
The guy on the bed who's with the Bortuna, Trent, he picks his head up a little bit like, I haven't had anything to eat in a while. If you have anything, share the love.
All I got's a picture of a hot dog, man. Sorry.
Puts his head back
We
down.
don't have anything, sorry. We just gotta wait.
I just feel so bad for my main man, Bortuna, here. Apparently he got so hungry he had to eat part of his leku.
Sometimes we have to make sacrifices.
I had my parents.
Strong.
They were pretty good.
If you need to, I can help you cut off one of your fingers.
A generous offer, Bortuna, but I think I'm gonna hang on to them.
You want part of my leku?
Don't you need those?
That's a joke.
Well, if you're offering, I'm not gonna say no. I'm pretty hungry.
What are you, some sort of freak?
You do roll out of bed off of them.
Cuddle buddies.
Shan, you're in the office with Girzotto. So what's the plan, Doctor?
Well, the only thing I can think of is, that's still a problem. I'm stressing out. This has been a stressful day.
Yes, dealing with Imperials does that to all of us. You had to treat one of them, didn't you?
I did.
You're much better than some of them. Some of them let them rot in the field. Kind of ruins the whole neutrality thing, though. You're right. So. According to this information, the stormtroopers are still in that one room, number 8. Do you have any idea how we can get them out of there?
The only thing I can think of is I have to ask them to leave. I have to check up on the patients. I am the doctor, after all. I have to tell them that maybe they should check up on their buddy and see if he's still in check. If need be. And if they get too rowdy, I will have to put measures in my own hands.
Do you want me with you, or do you want me down with the legless trooper?
I probably would need some help, but at the same time, they might need someone down there.
Blumbles comes in. Probably. I don't know.
You are currently going upstairs to the office?
Yeah. He'd make his way back there. See if he can find the doc.
She's in her office talking with Girzotto.
Alright, I got the guy down there. I don't know what we're gonna do about corn, but we'll have to figure that out later.
Corn?
So, we got any ideas for that one guy?
Corn?
He's the one that's... Well, he's stable now, but he's been sleeping since he's been stable. He seems to like to relax.
He's the fish-faced guy.
The Celeste?
Yeah, him.
We haven't heard from him in quite some time, actually. We sure he's still in his room?
You know, that's a good question. Huh.
That is a good question. It's been so busy, oh my god. Jeez.
I guess I can go check on him.
She pulls up a little thing on the side. He should be in room 12, which is just before the back to base.
Alright. Unless you guys make a move on that Imperial infested room, I'd say wait here, and I'll be back. Blumbles goes to room 12.
That's the best plan I got. If need be, I will have to call one of the brothers up here for extra guidance.
Alright, so are we focusing on Shan, or are we focusing on Blumbles?
What do you want to do, Shan?
Let's cut to words can't form in my mouth. Let's cut to Blumbles.
Okay.
So you head downstairs, you continue around, you make your way to room 12. And
Yes.
you enter the room, and there's no sign of anybody in there.
Where the hell could he be? Blumbles checks under the under the bed, everything like that, just looking around. Like, Then he looks around and steps out the room. Does there happen to be a Wookiee nurse or any nurse really passing by?
There's not one passing by, but you do see one of the nurses head out from one of the other rooms and look around like left and right looking for something, kind of shrug the shoulders and goes down to one of the closets themselves. It is the female Wookiee.
Alright. Blumbles would jog his way lightly down the hallway and flag her down. Go, hey.
Blumbles, correct?
Yeah.
Is all everybody hears right now. What can I do for you?
Do you know what happened to the patient in room 12?
She looks, and he should still be in the bed, shouldn't he?
He's gone.
The last time I checked on him was a couple of hours ago. Well before the explosion and the new influx of patients.
Weird. Do you happen to know if this place has like security cameras or anything? Records footage?
You definitely have to ask Dr. Reeves about that.
Alright. It's a good start. Are those Imperials still creeping around that room there?
I haven't seen them leave. They've been in there for about 20 minutes or so.
Alright. I think you'd understand me. I'd try to assert my authority to get them out, but don't want to risk that. But yeah, thanks for letting me know.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be of help.
I'm
glad I could be of help.
Thumbs up. Goes back to office. Does he see the stormtrooper eyeballing it?
Eyeballing is not the proper term, but yes, he is keeping an eye on you.
Just light jog through the ship. Makes his way back to the office and steps inside.
You're just running around the ship. Of course they're going to be keeping an eye on you.
I'm a very busy Wookiee.
Apparently. You go upstairs and there's Shan and Zoe still in the office, chatting, discussing.
Okay, he wasn't there. And the other Wookiee nurse, she said he was there a couple hours ago. And do you happen to have security cameras in each room, Shan?
Would I know if I have security cameras on my own ship besides those blind spots?
I imagine be patient privacy and all that. This is quite weird.
Star Wars doesn't give a fuck about OSHA standards. We really think they give a shit about privacy laws?
Nah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
The Empire.
The Empire, you're right. That's fair.
Did you see anything, just room 12?
I myself have not been in that room for quite some time. Much like the other nurse. Just maybe a couple, 3 hours ago since I've been in room 12. And last time I was there, the Celeste was there.
Do you think the imps arrested him?
If they had, they made it quiet. I'm sure somebody would have noticed.
Well, this is a missing patient's case, so I have to have nurses looking for him now.
Be nice if I had someone from below to help. But none of them's really too, well, except for Arden. He doesn't really stick out much. I'm gonna have to get someone to help out.
I look at Zoe. I might have to have you go down below. To, one, make sure everyone's okay and comfortable. And two, might have to ask Arden's help.
Do you want me just to send a message?
Yes.
Yeah, you could probably send a message, it'd be quicker. Just ask for an Arden and if he can come up through the refresher.
just a second. She heads over to the terminal that's there at the wall, and much less key tap intensive this time around. She gets through, and with a couple keystrokes, hits it, clears the screen again. Arden,
Yes.
roll me a perception check. Let's go with 2 difficulty. Chabba,
Yeah.
same perception check, 3 difficulty. Bortuna,
Yep.
3 difficulty if you'd like to roll it. B1T,
Ew.
Yes.
Also fail.
a perception check
fail.
at 1 difficulty.
I heard a 1 difficulty.
I see 1 fail, 2 fail, 3 fail.
I have an advantage at least. Not very useful.
Success.
The droid is the only one to notice the chime from the computer panel sitting near one of the, from each, I should say, not just one of them, but from each of the little computers that are sitting on near each of the alcoves, monitoring them. There's a small message on that window, B1T.
I go to check the email. Just
What did you need from them down below, Blumbles?
He was just asking for Arden to come up. Although he'd wanted to word it less suspiciously. Like Arden requested in room 12.
did you specify a route for him to come up, or did you just say to go up?
He's trying not to make it too conspicuous. I was going to say come up through the refresher. But if the Imperials intercepted the message...
Arden to room 12 is not bad. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Arden?
Huh?
You're apparently needed in room 12. For what reason, I have no idea.
Okay here.
You don't know which one's room 12 from down here. How do you leave?
Is there a return button, like a reply?
It doesn't look it. It looks like these are just specifically plugged into each of these alcoves, basically reading stats for the person that's on it.
Ah.
Okay then.
Well, just saying you need to go to room 12. I'm going back to poking at Blumbles' gear.
That Ugnaught.
All right.
That Ugnaught. Sitting there.
Okay. I have a couple questions. Should I go with or without the helmet?
Take off the helmet.
I'd say without, because the helmet on a patient is actually suspicious.
Yeah, really.
But isn't he in street clothes?
Well,
now?
I could just be yeah, I'm in street clothes. I could just be.
They were there when the patients
part-
were loaded on. They would have recognized you. No one's gonna know who you are without the helmet on anyway. Well, I mean, they didn't say there's any offices up there, did they?
No, but considering that one, I saw one being loaded on and he was missing a leg, they probably have at least 1 or 2 posted outside of his room for security reasons.
What do they need your help with anyway?
I don't know.
They didn't specify. They just said they needed him in room 12.
Well, the reason I ask is because, you know, ex-Imperial.
Yeah, well,
I'm the most wanted.
Yeah.
every human can look like an ex-Imperial.
Arden, I don't think anyone will even care who you are until you put on the mask.
Exactly.
All right, I'll leave the helmet down here.
Yes! I mean, That's a good idea.
If we start hearing gunshots, assume the worst, I'm guessing, and send up Chabba?
I'll ask. This is where I'm going to. Can you understand Ugnaugh's B1T?
I don't think so, but he can sure as hell understand us as I look at him.
He immediately starts moving a wrench for no reason.
Okay. Is there a way out of here that is from the engineering bay?
He looks at you and shakes his head no.
How'd you get in here? Like, which path did you take?
He points at the intersection just behind you, but to the left. So he came from the closet.
Okay.
Hey, where does this path lead over here? I know where the refresher one, and I know where the two closets go, but where does that one go? Alright, that's towards the front of the ship. Oh, yeah, I get you. That's definitely not engineering.
Was there anyone stormtrooper-wise over that way?
That's what the loading ramp is, isn't it?
Yeah, loading ramps near the front because that's where I loaded on a few passengers. So.
Well, this one is. I'm talking about this one, the one that he came down through.
That's near the rear of the ship. It should be fine. It's either that or take the refresher one that you came down.
Not to mention it comes out in a closet. If anybody asks why you're coming out of a closet, just grab a piece of equipment and start packing it somewhere.
That or Sashay Cecily. Too soon?
Yeah. Actually, I have no idea what you said.
Oh. Did I cut out or?
Knowing this one,
I don't know.
It comes out of Shan's room.
For me, it was just like the way you said it. It all blended together. I have no idea.
That or Sashay Cecily out.
Oh. Isn't it sachet?
Whatever.
Hmm.
You say tomato,
Tomato,
I say potato.
I say mater. Just kidding.
We can eject him into space later.
So I point towards this way, looking at the Ugnaught. Is this way all right to go through?
He shrugs.
Was there anyone?
Want me to check? No one's
Well,
gonna
at
ask
least
whether there's a job on the closet.
I think there might be more questions about that, actually.
Would probably be more questions. It's just like it's not that they. Yeah, they would question why is there Jawa in the closet.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's the answer? Well, that's where you keep your Jawas, isn't it? Small spaces? We're small. We don't take up a whole lot of room. Besides, I can't answer those questions because no one speaks Jawa except for weird people like you guys.
So what you're trying to say is that, much like the ever infamous trunk monkey, they should have closet Jawas.
Yes, very much so. You never know whenever you need a good closet Jawa or a trunk monkey, honestly. You open up the closet, the Jawa comes out and rips somebody's face off. There you go.
Or disassembles your Roomba.
Yeah, well, you know.
You gotta take the good with the bad, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just... Well, see, the thing I'm worried about is just, like, if I come out the refresher, Gigo just came through here. So, I was gonna go through the closet. I'll just go through the closet one.
Okay. You make your way through the tunnel. It's got a couple twists in it. Nothing major. Chabba is apparently leading the way. And you get to, once again, another deck panel. That's got a glow rod on the other side of it.
Is this the one I came through the first time, or was it the... this
No,
one?
no, this one just also has a glow rod under it. No. These are separate closets. You came through the front one earlier, this is a different one.
Okay, yeah. You ready?
I guess so.
I pop the hatch.
Well, nobody shot you yet, so...
Utidi. And climb up.
He just says the word Utini.
Yes. Is there anything in this closet?
There's some medicines, there's some linens, there is a Star Wars version of a Roomba, because now that's stuck in my head.
All right. Do I have any tools on me? It's a mouse droid, isn't it?
Basically.
I pick up the mouse droid.
It is deactivated at this point in time.
All right. Come on up, Arden. There's nobody in here.
Okay. All right.
It's not a super
What are you
huge
doing?
closet, so...
Is this a sliding door or an actual door? I mean, it's the future, so I assume sliding, but...
Yes, but now I'm going to mess with everybody. It folds down.
Oh no, that's even worse.
No, it slides. It slides left or right. You know.
All right. I'm gonna go over and yeah, fuck it. I'll just open the fucking door.
Door's open. Nobody's standing on the other side. And you have what looks to be a view of room 9 across the way from you.
Coast clear.
Right in your immediate viewpoint, yes.
Come on out. Come on, hurry up.
There's nothing in here I can grab that would be useful, so I guess I just walk out.
You come out of the closet. Everyone cheers.
Yay! He finally did it.
Look. You want me to come with you? You want me to go back out in there?
Stay there. They only asked for me.
All right. Well, I'm going back in. And I go back in the closet.
I just shut the door behind me and just.
Do you carry anything out with you, or are you just walking out of the closet?
I'll grab some linen. I'll grab some stuff that just like I just kind of like pile it and I'll just kind of like carry it.
Where are you going at this point in time?
I'm at room 9. I want to go to room 12.
It's to your right, so it's a little bit further down this way. Once you pop out of the closet, like 2 rooms basically. You open the door, you go inside, and it's an empty room.
Just look around. I'll set the stuff on the bed. What do they want me to come in here for?
Nobody mentioned room 12. Nobody said. Was it Arden to room 12?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's there yet. All that arguing in Time Below, nobody went to room 12. Who's going to room 12? Who is leaving this man hanging?
I'm going there because of, concern of a missing patient. Doctor has to go.
I'd say Blumbles would accompany her.
Do we really care this much about corn?
Yeah,
Really,
man, he's one of the team.
Ouch.
Yeah, come on though. He's like by far the least important member out of everyone here.
Ow, dude.
Wow.
Obviously, that's
Oh, what's the thing with
I am not the only one thinking this.
I am offended for
I
corn.
fucking know for certain I'm not.
Dude, he's the comic relief. He's the side comic relief.
I mean, I will speak honestly. I did forget about him for a moment. I'm like, oh crap, what about corn?
I I never forget corn.
He was unconscious.
All
What
right,
happened to him? And then
that's
it's
it.
just like he's gone.
The campaign's done. Nobody remembers the important side characters. We're just done with this stuff now.
What were you gonna say, Love?
I was saying the doctor never abandons her patients. She's not cold-hearted like you.
Well, the thing is,
No.
for all we know, he could have got up and just left, considering there was nothing wrong with him other than he was in a coma that he caused himself.
Yeah, but he was with the rebels, though. Why would he just get up and leave?
I don't know. Well, he took a massive amount of coma medication. Who knows? Maybe he was high off his ass whenever he got up. He just wandered off
forgot.
to this alien planet.
Hey,
This
no,
isn't
took a
where I parked
vacation.
my car. Where the
Just
fuck
dude.
am I?
Corn, where's my car?
Wakes up in a bunch of wheat fields. Oh shit! What the fuck?
And knowing this is a patient on a loose kind of day thing, I might have to press the alarm button.
Ooh.
As
Hey,
you,
did you say that out loud? Or...
I was about to say, as our new doctor enters the room, number 12. There's Arden trying to figure out what to do. He's got these, linens on the bed, and all of a sudden, in comes Reese, followed shortly thereafter by Blumbles.
I give him a male nurse's jacket.
What? Okay, thank you. I just put it on top of whatever I'm wearing. What? Why'd you want me up here?
All right, I wanted you up here. We're gonna need your help. You see those?
Okay.
There's imps guarding this room, right? I was wondering if you could
Uh-huh.
maybe run interference, if possible.
You want me to run interference?
If possible. It may not be needed if Shan can assert her authority. But I wanted you up here just in case.
You want me? Someone whose face is probably plastered all over the Imperial networks as a wanted known Imperial traitor. You want me to say hello and
Is there any,
distract them?
is there any paint in here?
He made you the obvious choice of trusting with the job.
Do you guys have doctor's masks? Like medical masks? I'll just put one of those on.
Oh yeah, I was about to
Maybe
say
that'll
they're
help.
medical
Instant
mask, some
disguise.
kind of hat.
Instant disguise. You can't see the bottom. You can't
No.
see my jawline.
I mean, instant disguise is a pair of glasses.
Isn't one of those too.
They'll never see you coming.
Do you have one of those medical grade, prescription, eye patches? We can make him look like a pirate with a cold.
Yeah, just slap a medical mask on him.
Good.
So, there you go.
It's a not fancy little paper mask. Spans your
Okay.
face, covers it up pretty decently. Now,
Okay.
do me a big favor.
Uh-huh.
You can either roll. I don't want to give you a choice. Is the problem? Yeah. Give me an intellect. Give me an intellect check at 2 difficulty, please.
Just straight intellect.
Just straight intellect. I hope that tastes good.
Any difficulty or just the
2
green die?
difficulty.
Okay.
Big money, no whammies.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's a whammy indeed.
Wow.
We're not rolling good today.
2 fails, 2 advantage.
I see that. So, okay, you're good. You walk outside, and where are you going? What are you doing? How are you going to cause a distraction?
Alright, Blumbles will reiterate the plan. He's like, alright, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have Dr. Shan try to assert her authority to tell the Imperials to leave the room and tend to their friend, alright? But if that doesn't work, we're gonna go in there after probably about 30 minutes, so we take the heat off a bit from that. But after that, you're gonna go in there and look the guy over, and you're going to say the secret code to him. Whisper it, obviously. And he's going to give the reply that I don't... What's the correct reply, Shan? Do you know?
What's the secret code?
Yeah, what is the secret code, Shan?
Does she have a special one?
Those rebels must like that cheese.
How does one not get caught in the mousetrap?
And what's the correct response?
That's the code.
Okay. Okay,
Alright.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
After that, okay. I want you to whisper to him after he gives the right reply to pretend he's having a seizure. Alright, that'll scare we'll rush the imps out. And then we'll find some way to get him out of there. That's as far as I've thought ahead.
Okay.
Since he can't understand me. So.
Okay, I can work with that. What do you want me to do until then? Just sit in
honestly.
Pretend that you're one of my new hired helpers.
Yeah, I'd walk beside Shan. And as for me, I'll just be in the area, just checking out other patients. So. And I'll know if it worked or not, if the imps come out first, or if you guys come out first. And I mean, if you guys come out first,
ask them to leave?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking her to try.
Like,
I will do my best.
the patients are, just be like, okay, the patients have, they've suffered a great deal. This is quite stressful. Could you just, leave them alone? Could you leave?
You can finish your interrogation. Another. I think I cut.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Sorry. He rewind a bit. You could tell him, like, they can finish their interrogation tomorrow. He'll still be here. Actually, no, that's terrible. Just tell him they can finish their interrogation later. Or some shit like that. I don't know. I'll take any ideas, Arden.
Well, I would just say flex her authority and just say, hey, get off my shit.
Yeah.
Quit messing with my patients.
Yeah.
I got work to do.
I'd go
You're
for
not
that.
making it easy.
That sounds good to me. I'll just wander around.
Is there anything else that we need to worry about, Imperial-wise?
Well, other than the one guarding his friend's room, not much else to worry about. He has kept an eye on me, though.
Did what now? His friend's room?
Yeah.
Arden doesn't know anything about this.
There's an Imperial standing out guard of an injured Imperial.
Yeah.
Oh, just tell them that he's fine to be moved, to be transferred to their facilities.
Oh, well, yeah.
You've done field treatment, effectively. He's fine to be transferred, they can have him.
I probably would have told sooner, but it's been so busy, and I'm trying to find all the rebels as I can. I just know there's 2 more, and that's it.
It'll be easier without them
I would
on here.
go do the injured stormtrooper first. Go in, do a checkup, and give him the clear to be moved and transferred to their facilities.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna do that then. And then I'm gonna see if I can get access to that room.
What do I need to do? Where do I go?
You just walk with her.
Just
Okay,
come with me.
okay.
You just be an assistant, and I'll do my thing.
Blumbles, as you are now going to separate from the others, I'm looking at your character sheet. Give me half a second.
No, right there.
I want you to give me a skullduggery check at 2 difficulty.
Oh, baby.
You're putting
Believe
on a
that is only 2.
performance, so...
Yeah. Followed by... What's the difficulty again?
2 difficulty.
Okay,
It
2v2.
won't be too mean. The dice, on the other hand,
Will be mean. Should I try that again, guys, or it's up to you? That's beatable, but you know.
What are you rolling
Not
for?
picking you up.
Skullduggery.
it's a
I say
performance.
do
How
it.
well he can look like he knows what he's doing.
Personally, I say you do it because we haven't used a single light set this whole time. I don't think
Yeah,
have we?
just go for it.
Yeah, I'd say do it because it's mainly for the fact that they're in short supply.
Well, dang it. No, that's two advantage. So he looks half competent.
Well, you're not doing a very good job of looking like a nurse, you know. But at the same time, you're keeping your head low. You're not
Yeah.
bringing attention to yourself, but you're very bad at imitating the job. Chan and Arden, you apparently make your way to the stormtroopers' room.
Yes.
Outside the room, there is a, Imperial stormtrooper standing guard. Weapon up at the chest, ready. He's like looking at the both of you, and he's like, "This is, a stormtrooper in here. What can I do for you two?"
I'm just here to tell you that he's ready for leave and be moved to you guys' vessel. He's as stable as a campaign. Please don't point your gun. This is a neutral ship.
Give me a negotiation check.
Never done this before.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 green die in that.
And it's going to be versus 3 purples.
Quick, morph into Arden. No, wait, no. Morph into Bortuna. He's the negotiator.
The
Yes,
negotiator.
the negotiator.
Ah, damn it.
Yo, the dice
Really?
hate us today.
Really?
Can we stop? Can we stop here?
Listen.
I have to throw in intimidation. I will. I am the doctor of this ship.
I don't know if intimidation is a thing, is it? Is it?
I'll take
No.
She's very, very smart. She's not very personable. He looks at you and he's like, "Nobody's been in this room for at least half an hour. I've made sure that nobody has entered this room. As far as I last knew, he was known as stable. So, unless you're the operator of this vessel, I don't see how you're keeping an eye on his stats."
For how busy it is, it's kind of hard to do so. I am the doctor of this ship. This is my ship.
He looks a bit skeptical, as much as a blank stormtrooper helmet can.
Tilts his head.
Tilts his head a little bit to the right, cocks it forward just a little bit, looks at you up and down. It's just like, then returns the head to the neutral position. It's just like, "Show me a transfer order."
Wait, what is that? This is not in character.
Did you say transfer order?
Yes. Something official that says that he is supposed to be moved, he's cleared to move, etc.
I've left it at my office. This has been a very stressful day. Come on, Tom. Let's go to my office and get the paper.
Oh Lord, he's got a new name.
Okay.
They call him Tom Arden Roos.
Tar?
Tom Arden Roos.
She just grabs your arm and pulls you.
I was coming along.
You go upstairs to your office and, I mean, yeah, you can put this as a paper order. You can put it on a data pad, You've got the official documents that you need to do this. It's not even a forgery. It's, legitimately your order. So.
Yes. I do that. I go back and show him.
He looks at us, looks in order. I'll call for transport. He doesn't really move at all. He's like waiting for you to leave at that point.
Yeah. Come on. We gotta find the other nurses. We have to figure out how to prep food for people because I'm pretty sure they're hungry. He says.
Okay. You the boss.
She kind of looks hungry herself. You probably hear her stomach grum.
You two are leave. I would say that as you two walk off, that you're noticing that the trooper is now hitting like a button on the side of his helmet. He had to release his grip on the weapon in order to reach it, and it looks like he's holding it and the head's bobbing, forward and back a little bit a couple times, and then he releases it and puts his hand back on the foregrip barrel of the weapon and stands there. Everybody that is below, there's nothing going on. I don't know what else to tell you right now. You guys are in a holding pattern. You guys haven't been discovered at the very least. I mean,
yeah, I'm just poking and prodding at Blumbles' gear. What can I say? Like,
give me an intelligence check. No, it was knowledge education.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 difficulty.
I can do that.
Yes, but
Get
can
away
you
from
do
the-
it well?
I
Yeah,
mean,
well
if you figure out what's wrong with it, I might be able to help you fix it.
Exactly.
Holy moly.
Yes.
As you examine it, however, you fall on your ass and clang.
Shit.
But you know for a fact that this is a very particular type of wood that the bowcaster is made out of, and it's fairly hardy, but it's very old at this point in time. The wood itself on the bowcaster doesn't look like it's been damaged more than superficially over the course of this entire thing. You're not entirely sure what Chabba is looking to repair on this, because it's wood. Like, legit wood.
Don't know what you're looking to do. Bowcaster's completely fine.
Yeah, I was just examining it for any damage it might have had. Not fixing anything that was broke. Clearly, it doesn't seem to be damaged. I mean, it did survive a starship crash after all, so my concern is warranted.
I mean, fair. I mean, I got yeeted out of it, and somehow I'm in one piece. I have no idea how.
Technically, you had an extra piece added because of the eating.
Uh-huh.
We don't talk about that. But if anything, I'm surprised that the wood's intact.
While I'm down here, not do anything else. Might as well just install that inciter into my freaking rifle, right? Can I do that here?
You can, but it's going to be at increased difficulty because you don't really have a workbench. You basically got your a multi-tool and a Swiss Army knife to actually install it with. Oh, how
If
can
I
I forget?
fail,
You've also got B1T.
Yeah. And there is an empty bunk right over there. Might as well just sit it on that. Well, that's B1T. I'm moving.
He's a little bit too tall.
But the point gets across. So do your mechanics check, and then we can.
What's difficulty? Can't remember.
We'll do the mechanics check next time.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Shan and Arden. You have moved away from the stormtrooper after giving him the orders. It looks like he's called them in. What are you two doing at this point?
Meeting up with the others.
Who others?
My head nurse and Chabba
Okay.
possibly.
Well, your head nurse will definitely be around making rounds. And it looks like the majority of the triage mode has passed, and everybody's doing what they should be doing at this point. You know, everyone's been taken care of, everyone's been shifted to where they need to be shifted, etc. Chabba might be a little bit more difficult because, you know, you got to get him out of the belly without being seen and to anywhere of import on the ship.
Let's get a fishing rod, attach a brand new wrench to it. He'll come running.
Wait, did I say Chava?
Yeah.
I meant Blumbles.
But he's done it at least once.
Blumbles is doing his best job at trying to look like he's knowing what he's doing. But honestly, after the third lollipop to the burn victim, I'm pretty sure people got the clue that he had no clue what he was doing.
You're doing a good job. Here you go.
I'm new here.
Thank you, tall walking
You are
carpet
so
thing.
strong.
Thank you for rocking me to sleep.
Thumbs up. Oh, hey, Doc.
Not very good. Not very good with a scalpel. Great bedside manner.
So, what's the situation?
Well, we got rid of one Imperial off my ship. Now time for room 8.
All right. I mean, you could just tell them that. Did you tell them the transfer? Whisper. Fucking Mike.
Yeah, we got the transfer.
I have a question.
They're
for
bringing a transport for it.
All right, good. What?
I have a question for you, Arden.
Mm-hmm.
Did any of the rebels down there that I've sent tell you of the other two?
One was a human and one was a Grant. There was 2 more.
I keep that noted. Problem is, there's a lot of humans.
All right,
The
so
one after is the right one.
What time is it? It's 10:30.
10:30. All right, let's go.
To room 8 we go.
As you guys enter the room, the stormtroopers are still there. The human and the Grand that have been occupying room 8 are looking very exhausted. The stormtrooper once again turns around and goes, "We're in the middle of something here. Please leave."
I am sorry to inform you, I'm the doctor of this area. These are my patients. I need to check up on them. People are hungry, stressed out. We need to get our jobs done. This is a neutral ship. If you cause any trouble, I have to ask you to leave.
That was very good. Go ahead and give me a coercion check with a blue die added, please. And the difficulty is still the 3 purple.
He said this was a very, very serious face.
Well, if you...
What the fuck?
Reroll that.
Reroll that.
Reroll. Okay, just roll the 3, the green and the blue.
Not the purple though.
There you go. That's still a lot of threat, but
It's still
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
that is a
threat,
lot
but
of threat.
you only needed a success. That's why we told you to re-roll.
Mhm.
The stormtrooper stands there for half a minute, and then we will be back. Take care of these patients. Make sure they're in tip-top shape. We have more questions for them. And the two of them leave the room with a huff feel. They feel like they've just been kicked out of a room, and they're not happy about it.
They gotta deal with it.
No,
This is
Lexi.
Mm. Well, that worked out.
You're going to take some points of strain on that one. Because you're not normally used to having to stand straight up to Imperials like that. You're more of a background player, so... When they leave the room, the door closes. Your shoulders like visibly sagging. All right.
Nice job.
The
I
human,
will,
the human is just staring at the three of you enter the room and is like, now what?
I will say the code.
Nobody tell her. What's the code? Oh, that's not fair. It's written down.
How does one not get caught in the mouse trap?
He's the human is looking at you, and you can see like the weight of, putting up a front and just like leaves him. You can see the drop in defensive wall. Oh, thank fuck. How do you plan on getting the two of us out of here? They've been interrogating us for almost an hour straight. I wasn't sure how much longer I could lead them in circles, and they were catching on.
Ooh.
Is this one of the rooms that have the thing in it? The secret drop.
Give me a roll of the chance cube, and pick a color in your favor before you roll.
For how this thing rolls sometimes, I'm gonna try to call red.
Give it a few spins and let it drop.
Mash that R key.
Ah.
Aww.
Unfortunately, room number 8 is not the room that has the emergency exit out.
How good are you at acting?
I think I did like a play in high school, but I mean, my buddy here, he likes to put on stuff for the local Space Shakespeare company. The
How
Grant
good
just
are
kind of like smiles nervously.
How good are you at acting like a very sick patient?
Chad,
The
wait a
gr-
second.
The Grant puts a finger up and then just bleh.
Don't you have like, can't you just like knock them out? Like, medicine-wise? You know?
Yeah, but they don't really need to be knocked out. That's all if they act like they were having...
Well, I mean, because the stormtroopers are going to come back, then it's just like, well, they won't be able to interrogate them if they're unconscious. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
It's just
That's
like, well, we had to, give them something for their pain, and they need the rest.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna go with that. Here you go.
Man, I should be a doctor. I'm good at this.
You've been listening to
it has to
Bortuna for too long.
Oh, no. I know what not to do.
But knocking somebody out is exactly what Bortuna would do.
Are you guys
Well-
okay with that?
Maybe.
As long as we can get out from under the Imperial grip and off this planet, yeah, I think we're good.
All right.
Thumbs up.
He looks over at the Grand, kind of reaches over and he smacks his hand a little. Come on. Picks his head up and, what? No, she told me to play dead.
You won't have to play.
What?
Well, oh, wait. No, don't. You know what? Just
That was her thing.
you take care of this. I'm not. I want to shut up.
You see the Grand just smile. Acting.
You did a good job.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Gets injected. Passes
Bleh.
out.
But one Grand is out. One human willingly puts his arm out, takes the injection. He is now unconscious.
All right. Be good to find those guys and let them know. 'Cause if we just up and take them down there, without those troops knowing, they'll
would
be
just
more
say
suspicious.
If we could leave them in here with a nurse monitoring them,
That's a good
not
point.
me or him. Oh, an actual nurse.
Oh, sure. Now there's qualifications necessary.
I would stay here, but they can understand me, so that's a problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
For this.
One of the actual nurses that work here, not us.
Which
She-
nurse do you
and
want to
then-
put on it?
She knows a nurse. She pushes the button.
Eventually, one of the nurses shows up. It's the Twi'lek. Yes, doctor.
She runs through the idea of what they're going for these two here to this nurse. She knows she can trust them. They've been through some of this training.
Understood. I will do my best to monitor the situation and make sure that they are stabled.
Thank you.
Yes, doctor.
Find someone to prepare some dinners and stuff ready.
Chef
I'm getting
Bortuna
quite hungry.
on the case.
Unfortunately, the original chef of the ship had died in a freaking go fish battle.
Oh,
He wasn't even a mechanic.
do we have any backup chef?
Why do I hear cackling from the underbelly? I would say that everybody here is able to pull like the double duty, but obviously without having the person you hired to do said job doing it, it's going to be as good as it gets kind of the situation. So I think that is where we will wind down for this particular evening at game. We are going to come back after the meal and deal with the situation that stands from what has happened with the stormtroopers the next time we get together. Any questions? Any thoughts? Anything as a last minute what you want to do before we call it?
Could I go to the cockpit and just sit up there so that way I can actually be useful?
There is, like a jump seat. It's a pilot and a co-pilot, and they're just kind of chilling out there, like reading a magazine when this nurse comes in dirty ass street clothes, an over jacket that says nurse on it, and a surgical gown medical mask. They look at you like, the mess hall is that direction, and the sleeping quarters are to the left past the stairwell.
Can I sit with you guys, please?
They look at each other like, sure, I guess. I mean,
I'm a pilot. It's fine.
they look at your outfit. Sure, sure.
Right.
Right.
I'm something of a pilot myself.
Why do I just see him like holding his fingers up like a plane, like?
Hey, I'm a pilot too. Yes, yeah, I can do this, and he just, I fly ships.
Spreads his
Well,
arms and starts running around. Whee!
Well, I mean, it's all fun and games until the ship's getting shot at, and then Arden has to take over, just like, you guys fucking pussies.
She's built like a steakhouse, but handles like a bistro.
God.
I would
I love
probably
Futurama so much.
have Zoe send dinners down that way to them.
To the pilots or
feed
to the
them.
underbelly people?
Because she figures they're probably really hungry.
Yeah, but the question is, how do you get the food down there?
Easy, we put it in the computer.
I was gonna say through the refresher, but I'm not there.
We
Yeah,
just
through
put
the
it in the
refresher
toilet.
works real good. You know, you get some person carrying in like a cartload with trays full of food into the bathroom.
It
Oh,
might
that's
just be
how-
better to like feed those up top and wait until everything is clear before everyone else can be taken care of.
Oh, I have an idea. Should we tell her that there's some supplies that they need? Like, she probably has a plate of food that's just. It's her food. Quote unquote. She's very hungry, nurse. Go
I
in one of
got
the closets.
Sorry, Janet. If there's ration bars on this ship, Blumbles could like stuff them in his nurse jacket and act like, "Oh, I gotta take a shit." Run to the bathroom, just dump them all down there in the refresher vent. Like, oh, that was
I gotta
loud."
go. I gotta go.
I'm sitting here with such a disappointed look on my face. It's not even funny.
I finally wore off on them.
No.
You don't have a disappointed look, at least.
But that was a good session. I'm
Are
glad I didn't get struck by lightning.
suggesting to knock out patients
Didn't
And-
disappoint you.
and Blumbles is willing to go to the bathroom and drop a load down the vent.
That could work too.
All for our sakes. We salute that Wookiee. So that is where we will call it for the evening. I'm going to give everyone a solid 5 XP.
Yay.
Okay.
And we're going to start rebuilding ourselves and getting, back into the flow of everything. We're getting it all started. Michael made it all the way through the session. Hurrah!
Yay.
Michael didn't die. Woo.
Nobody died yet. That one dude's knocked the fuck out, though. Well, 3 of them are knocked the fuck out, actually.
One of his, 2 of their own volition. One is just it's a Wookiee.
He's trying to eat me, I swear.
I can't wait.
He's resisting.
I can't wait for him to wake up in this red bowel pit and see nothing but a Jawa and a battle droid and freak the fuck out.
I got a
I'm
question.
hoping he wakes up while we're gone and not still here.
I hope he wakes up and I'm just standing over him, looking at him.
You seem to be in distress. Can I help you?
I have medical
Passes
insignia on my chest too.
Yes, you do. You still have that medical bag attached. That's right.
So I'm just like, you seem to be in distress. How may I help you, sir? I'm a commando battle droid nurse.
It's okay.
He's out from fear.
I got my medical license.
It's okay. I have a medical license. Proceeds to produce a combat knife.
From Palpatine's night school.
Palpatine Online School.
Palpatine Online, dear God.
I got it from Dooku's School of Medical.
Saving the session. There we go. Closing the session.
Seriously, guys, I'm a pilot. I know what I'm doing. I can lend a hand.
Sure you do. Sure you
I'm a
do.
pilot. He proceeds
swear.
to list off all of the controls here.
All right. Odd question. Legitimate question. Has anybody ever flown on a plane?
Nope.
No.
I have flew a plane.
Nice.
He's not even memeing.
No.
No, I seriously have. I've flown a plane.
Cool. Well, more specifically, if you've flown on a plane, not actually flew the plane, when you're a young kid, sometimes the airline will give you those little flight wings, the little plastic pin badge thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter has one when she flew.
Oh.
But I'm just imagining that's what those 2 pilots are giving Arden right about now.
Go, Junior.
Here you go, little man. Now you're a real pilot. But I am.